I was in high school when the opening of the Second Vatican Ecumenical Council took place, 1963. Today, the October 11th. That's why I think when John Paul II inaugurated the process toward canonization for John 23rd, he chose this day, the day that the council was open. We can go off into the council and talk about that and the idea behind John 23rd's ministry, but the most succinct phrase is aggiornamento, updating to today. And the phrase he used when he talked about the church needs to experience an aggiornamento is opening the windows and letting fresh air in. Now, I don't really remember the church before that. I do remember being an altar boy, speaking Latin in church and all that good stuff, the altar facing the wall. And it was beautiful, I loved it. And a lot of people never let go of that, so their windows are closed spiritually and visually too. They never let go of the Mass as it was celebrated then. And they hold on to what they think is tradition, but it's not. It's a tradition, because you want to go back to the way the early apostles celebrated Mass. You gather in homes, you gather around the table, you break bread, and you open your doors up to strangers. As the church, the physical building of the church was established, that changed. It was Constantine in 300s who built the first church that looks like this. And what this is a basilica-style church. Central nave, side aisles, and here would have been the judge's seat, because the basilicas were not churches, they were courthouses. And that theme of courthouses stayed through many generations of the history of the church architecture. Of course, it changed in the Romanesque period, it changed in the Gothic period, it changed in different parts of the world, Asia, the Greek world. The idea of the basilica changed. But that was only one of our traditions, the altar facing the wall, facing the crucifix. But when John 23rd comes along, now this guy, he wasn't like a newbie on the block. He was 75, I think, when he was made Pope. But he had been a cardinal in Venice. He had been the diplomatic representative to Turkey, Albania, France, and the list goes on and on. He spoke several languages and had a very deep compassion for uniting the Church of the East and the West.